Hey, this is Meredith's husband. I've got some SEO advice for you, but I'm going to keep it really simple so that you can understand it, so it makes sense, and most importantly, so you can actually use it. We already recorded this episode.
Yes.
But at the end, I decided to do a little something extra because of something we discovered while making the episode. I added a little tidbit at the end.
It's a little gift.
To, I hope, help you make the most of this tool. So
excellent.
Enjoy the episode. You sent me something recently.
Yes, I did.
That was interesting. You know what I'm talking about?
Squarespace.
Oh my gosh.
SEO.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
There's a new Squarespace SEO tool.
Yes, there is.
And guess what? It's a Squarespace AI SEO
Yes, there
tool.
is.
So I have not seen it.
Oh.
I'm thinking I'm going to take a look at it right now and give you my thoughts.
Live.
Yeah, live. Oh my gosh.
I'm so excited.
I will say
that you're optimistic, that they're doing the right thing.
No, I'm not optimistic.
I know.
I'm very pessimistic.
We may be pleasantly surprised.
Yeah. Okay. So, as I've said before in these episodes, I've seen many tools like this claiming to boost your SEO and be easy one-click wonders.
Yep.
And have been 100% consistently disappointed.
Okay.
But
let's see,
because one thing I will say, the people who join SEIQ, when you do that, there's a little quiz in the beginning to help get you started and get you off on the right foot.
Yeah.
One of the questions is, what platform are you using? Squarespace, WordPress, Showit, etc. The majority of people there are using Squarespace.
Okay.
So a lot of people are using Squarespace.
Let's see.
Okay. So
very exciting.
I need to open up a new window.
Do I need to open anything?
No.
Presents? A package of cookies?
Okay. Are you ready?
I am ready. Are you going to share your screen?
On a podcast, it won't be helpful.
Never mind.
I'm opening the email that you received from Squarespace about this new AI SEO tool. And I'm going to just first read what I see.
Yes.
Then I'm going to follow the link. I'm going to read what I see there and tell you what I think.
This is so exciting, folks.
Okay. Headline, Smarter SEO, Effortless Site Optimization. So right away, to me, that screams like that's a problem. Like that sounds very familiar to me.
And to me, the consumer, I think great.
Yes. Okay. And I'll get to that in a second. Subheading or byline or whatever this is. Next sentence. Our AI-powered tool helps boost search engine rankings and attract more visitors with just a few clicks. Mm-hmm. Ooh, my gosh, that is just perfectly garbage. That sounds so awful. Like that is like, to me, how that reads is our AI-powered tool will make sure that you have shit SEO, but it's only going to take 2 clicks. That's how I read that. Okay. And then there's a button that says boost your SEO now. I'm going to follow that in a second.
Yes, we are.
But I'm going to finish reading the email. The email says, getting noticed online just got easier. Our new AI SEO tool provides simple, effective ways to improve search visibility.
Simple and effective, they say.
Okay.
Your face.
AI-powered metadata recommendations for better search rankings and click-through. Okay, so that's going to be garbage. I pretty much know that.
I still want to see it.
Metadata is going to be your meta descriptions.
Yeah, which for those who are first listening mean?
Those are meta tags, and your meta descriptions do not factor into your rankings at all. 0%, so effectively zero. They used to.
Right.
Years ago, they used to. I will say, if your meta descriptions are blank, if you don't have them, that's bad.
Right.
So I'm thinking, well, okay, I'm looking at this tool thinking, okay, well, it's probably going to be better than absolutely nothing. But if you have written meta description tags, this is not going to make them any better. And it doesn't matter for SEO. Like Google has literally said, it doesn't matter what you put in your meta description tags. You can put your keywords in there 1 trillion times. It makes 0 difference. That's exactly what Google said.
And Squarespace just said we have something just for this one thing that is not needed.
Yes, that is what that is. And so that's what it's going to make recommendations about your metadata for better search rankings and click-through. It might help click-through, to be honest. Might help.
Click-through?
Click-through is so let's say your website is displayed in search results. Somebody does a search for something, your website is up there.
Yeah.
A click-through would be if somebody clicks on your website.
Oh.
So if they don't click on it, there's nothing. You don't get a click.
Right.
So your click-through rate would be the number of people who see your website in search results and actually click on it. So you want a high click-through. So a meta description tag can affect your click-through information. So
Okay, that's something.
this statement is 50% maybe and 50% garbage. The next statement, there's only 2 points here, automatically generate alt text for images, improving accessibility and SEO. I have a pretty strong feeling that is going to be bad SEO.
Okay.
Because you're going to give it your keywords, it's going to stuff that into your alt text for images, and that is very specifically what Google calls spam. Like they literally say that almost word for word, like, do not do that. Now, I don't know. Maybe it does accurately try to, look at an image and describe what it is. I don't know.
Okay.
Could be okay. I don't know.
See. We will see.
Okay. And then finally, optimize just a few clicks in your dashboard. No expertise required. More visibility could translate to more visitors, more customers, and more growth for your business.
Could.
Okay. Now, well, it would. Yeah. More visibility would definitely translate to more visitors and more customers and more growth for your business. Now, the problem, like with statements like this, optimize with just a few clicks in your dashboard. No SEO expertise required. The problem that I see with a statement like that is, remember I said lots of people are using Squarespace?
Yes.
And Squarespace is rolling out this tool to all of their subscribers, all of their users.
Yes.
And so this tool is going to be used by a lot of people. A lot of people using Squarespace. A lot of people are going to be doing it. So how would it set you apart from other websites if everybody's doing the same thing? That conceptually, that's one of the problems to me. That's, how do you rise above if you do the same thing literally?
Right.
Okay. So now let's follow this.
Yes.
Because I'm actually curious because your website is on Squarespace right now.
Right now.
And I know I have dealt with the SEO and it's not awesome. So I'm curious to see more about this. So let's
go in.
So it took me to the login page. So I need to log in.
As me?
No, I'm a manager of your website. So
thank you.
I have my own account.
Okay.
Okay. So this takes me to something that called the search engine optimization appearance. And it has an SEO report. And it says all pages have metadata. And one image is missing alt text.
Okay.
Now, I can improve this with AI. I'm going to see what it does.
Let's
so
see.
I've clicked this and it comes up and it says an image. It is a headshot image and the alt text reads, smiling woman with curly hair and earrings outdoors. That's actually a good alt tag.
Oh.
I hate to say it. That's actually not bad.
Not bad.
That's not bad.
Okay.
I would think you could make it better, definitely, but this is a pretty good starting point.
Okay. So one point.
Yeah.
1
Okay.
point.
Not bad.
That's not bad.
Okay. So that's all for the search engine optimization appearance. Next here is SEO checklist. And this has been here for a long time.
Okay.
To be honest, this is nothing new. Okay. So I'm going to take a look at another site that I manage also on Squarespace, do the same thing, see if it comes back with different results. Okay. So I'm in the same place, the search engine optimization appearance. It says all the things have metadata. Great. It says there are several hundred images without alt text.
Oh.
And so I'm going to pull up some of these. Now, there's a bunch of images here. One of them, I'm going to tell you what it presents as image alt text. It says, modern hallway interior with 2 pendant lights, wooden flooring, and a framed photo of a child jumping on a street. A small round table with a decorative vase is also present. Now, I would say, okay, that's not bad. But that's awfully long.
Right?
I mean, yeah, you want it to be like, I would
30.
say, there's no character limit here, but I would say you want this to be a handful of words or so. Because think about when image alt text would display. It's when the image doesn't load.
Right.
Or when somebody can't view an image clearly for some reason. So it's vision impaired or a slow connection. So the text is going to display where that image would be. So often images are not big, so you don't have a lot of room.
Right.
So 2 complete sentences, those are not complete sentences, but a long alt tag like that is not going to be displayed, nor are people going to want to read it.
Right.
So I would definitely try to shorten that, but it's kind of along the right lines.
Okay.
So the next one, I'm going to do another one.
Yeah.
Framed black and white family portrait on a wall in a modern living room with a chair and decor. Again, it's along this, but that's too long. I would shorten that to something like framed family portrait in modern living room. Yeah. That's going to get the idea across. And as I just scan through the rest of these, it's the same thing. Some of them are very long. There's one that says woman in a red dress sitting on a bench in a garden smiling. It's not bad.
Now, is a description that's too long better than no description?
Yes.
Just reinforcing.
Yeah. And so again, I'm going to say the same thing. If you're starting from scratch and you have done no SEO, that's a good place to start.
Okay.
Okay.
Great.
Better than nothing.
Yeah.
Even those alt tags that are too long, yeah, definitely better than having nothing.
Right.
So if you use this, I recommend you actually do use it. If you want to see if your images are missing alt text, yes.
Yeah.
Begin with what they suggest and then try to improve them. Like this is not going to, it's not going to hurt unless you already have written alt text and you go through and use this to rewrite it, which I don't see as an option here.
Good.
So I would say, yeah, feel free to use this. Don't expect that your website is going to appear on page one because you're doing something different than everybody else, because you are literally going to be doing the same thing as everybody else.
Right.
But so the way I would think about this, if this can help bring you up into the pack,
Right.
okay? If you're behind the pack, like you're just starting SEO, you haven't done anything, this is going to get you kind of up to speed so that you're not far behind,
Right.
but it's not going to get you ahead.
Right.
Of
You're
the
not going to
pack.
be the leader of the pack.
You are not going to be the leader of the pack.
Wait, is that all that Squarespace is doing? Just that? That's supposed to make a big difference?
Supposedly.
Seriously.
Yeah,
Seriously,
that's it.
It's
Yeah.
just that?
It's just that. I know. I have the same response. Like, that's pretty minor. I mean,
Right.
I don't know. Maybe there's something that if your site needs something else, it does something else.
Am I missing something?
Yeah. Well, that has been my general response to all of what Squarespace offers is, really? Now, I will say, Squarespace has your site is on Squarespace. There are reasons to have there is no easier way to get a website online than with Squarespace.
Right.
It's super cheap. It's really easy. It's pretty quick. The problem is the quality.
Right.
But if you're just beginning and you need to get a website up tomorrow,
Right.
Squarespace is great. There's nothing that I know of where you can do that. So it has its place. But if you're going to use Squarespace as a business solution, know that it's not a long-term solution. It is a stepping stone.
Yeah.
Okay. So keep in your mind that somewhere on the horizon is going to be moving to Wix, WordPress, Showit, something more robust.
Got it.
But in the meantime,
Yeah.
this sort of
Great.
gets my stamp of approval.
Wow.
Surprising.
See?
Oh, by the way, I should mention where you can find this tool.
Oh,
If you don't get the email, because I followed your email, which had a link, you'll need to go log into your admin, go to your website settings, and it's under the tab or the side navigation called marketing. So click on marketing, and the first thing you will see will be SEO appearance.
Okay. So I would say this is good for people just beginning and isn't going to hurt your website, but is definitely not going to throttle it forward and up.
And you will see, I should note, if you go to this page, you will see the SEO appearance thing that I just described, which is the new AI. Beneath that, they have like what they call an SEO checklist and a couple of other SEO tips. You can follow that. That's going to give you a whole bunch of recommended things to do. They are mostly they're not going to help. It's just not good. This thing has been here for a long time and it's basically useless.
Okay. But the one thing that's not entirely useless.
That new thing, run it. If you have images that don't have alt text,
it's an easy way. And then
begin with those and then,
Cut it down.
if you can, I don't know if you can copy and paste those into a spreadsheet or something. I realized that it was an okay tool.
I know.
Super limited
really
in
great.
scope and what it did, but it was actually not bad as a tool.
Yeah.
Actually, I kind of wish other tools did the same thing. The function is good.
Yeah.
However, it's just one little tiny piece of SEO that it does.
Right.
But I decided since your site is on Squarespace,
Yes.
I'm just going to go ahead. I'm going to use it for your site. And I created a little lesson from it.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
The link below will take you to that lesson if you want to see how I recommend you use the SEO tool from Squarespace that we just talked about.
Thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Hey, thank you so much for listening. We really hope that you find this helpful and useful. And if you do, what you could do for us as a thanks would be to, drumroll please, yes, leave a review. Yes, everybody says it, I know, but it really does make a difference. Take 3 seconds, leave as many stars, say something really nice about what you like about the podcast and maybe why other people would like it. It would mean the world to us, especially my husband. That better? All right, I'm going to try one where I'm not going to be charming.